So let's get into some specifics of what the different settings do and what you can use to really make your videos really cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my settings, my video settings for one of my videos, and I am going to show you exactly what everything does. Okay, now let's say I had 5 videos and I want them to all look the same. What I would use is I would probably use copy settings from an existing video file. If I wanted to do that, I would click this little button and it would switch to yes, and then it would ask me what settings do I want to copy. Now since this is let's just pretend this is my first video I've ever uploaded and I don't have anything that I would want to copy from, there would be nothing in here. If this was my 5th video and I wanted it to look the same as the previous 4, I would scroll through here and I would find which video I wanted to copy the settings from. And it shows you by folder. The folder is in bold, and then it shows you each file underneath that folder. It's very easy. But let's pretend this is our first video. If it is, then I would just leave this as no. Okay. Now let's find a nice skin here. I'm going to pick a very basic skin, and when I click it, it gets larger and there's a glow. That's how I know it's selected. Okay. Also, when you change it up here, when you change your skin up here, it changes down here. This is our preview, and it shows you exactly what it's going to look like. Okay? So that's a good way to get an idea. Now, when I uploaded this video, my original file was 600 by 450, and that's a pretty good size that I would like on my site. So I'm going to change my width to 600. And then I'm going to see how it changes it over here on the right. Now it's skinny, and I'm going to do 450. And I'm going to hit tab. Okay, so here's my settings. This is how big it's going to look. Not too bad. It might hang off the page a little bit. I could always change this down. And you can always go back and change these, so you can try everything out. So that's what my size is going to look like. And now let me show you what Allow Full Screen does. Allow Full Screen, it's on yes, and see this button right here? That's the full screen button. That just means that they can click it and they can watch it in full screen. But if you want elements and buttons, buy now buttons to pop up underneath your video, which it will do, if they're in full screen they won't be able to see it. So you're going to have to choose yes, you want full screen, or no, you don't want full screen. If it's a video product, I'd suggest you would leave it at full screen. But if it's a sales letter or something that you want more information underneath the video to show up, you might want to turn full screen off. Do you see what happened when I clicked allow full screen? When I turned it off, the little option for full screen is gone, and that's all that button does. Autoplay. Autoplay drives some people nuts, and other people like it. For video sales letters is a good place to have autoplay turned on. That means right when they go to your site, the video starts up. Some people, that's really annoying, so we're going to leave it off for this particular case. So I'm going to turn it back off. Now, auto buffer. Auto buffer is a biggie, and it's very important, and it doesn't really affect anything too much, other than it starts loading your file up. So what it does is, if you have it on, it does it just like a YouTube video. You'll see the progress bar start to load up, and then the video will play, and it's still buffering. It's loading up the whole time. We always leave this on, so I suggest you leave it on too. Center the player. If you have this on your site, you can choose center the player, and it'll put it in exactly the center of your page. Okay. It basically works the same way when we put our code in, so this is not that important for us, so we leave it off. Okay, pause when focus is lost. Now this means, let's say you're watching a video and you have a buy now button below here, and the person clicks it and it goes to another page, a totally separate page. When you go to another page, this will pause, your video will pause. So that's pretty cool. There's instances where that would work, and there's other instances where you wouldn't want to use that. So we keep it off, but if you ever wanted somebody to watch your video all the time, you would turn it on, and then if they ever clicked away to another page or anything like that, it would pause it. That's just a nice option. And then you can also do allow pausing. Now this is a little bit different than the pause when focus is lost. Allow pausing just means that when you click play, you can pause it again. Okay, so if you wanted to create a video that nobody could, they could only watch or maybe fast forward, then you would turn pausing off. Okay, and you could also do autoplay. So you could do autoplay and turn off pausing, and all they could do is fast forward, and that's about it. Now, upload a splash image. Upload a splash image is very important because if you put your video up right now, it's just going to look like this. It's going to look like a grayish black square, and people will know it's a video, but you might lose a couple clicks. So you should add a splash image. Now, this is going to be a JPEG or some sort of image file. Here we go. We'll use this PNG. I don't even know what this is. PNG. I think it's a red arrow. So when we do that, that will come up. It's not going to show up in the preview, but it will come up in our code. Now the video scaling, I don't want to use original because I like this scale, 600 by 450. If the original was 600 by 450, which I said it was, you could use original. But if it was anything bigger, like a HD size file, video size dimensions, you probably would want to make it smaller for your site, so you would pick scale. You can always do half size of whatever your file size is, and you can also do fit, which I believe they can scale themselves, but I'm going to leave it with scale, so we'll leave that. Now the player controls, we covered that. We know that always show will actually show them, always hide means nobody has any control whatsoever, and then only on mouse over. It just keeps your site nice and clean, and doesn't jumble up your image until, oops, clicked it again. It doesn't jumble up your image until you bring the mouse over, and then it just keeps everything nice and clean. I'm just going to stick it on always show for right now.